In January this year or so, I received an email from Craft Amo, a company that collaborates with social media artists to create one-of-a-kind brush sets, dubbed the world's most unique paintbrushes. They had reached out to me to ask if I would be interested in such a collaboration to design my very own set however I wanted, and they would manufacture and distribute it. I took the opportunity immediately, not only because it would be an added income stream to my business, but because I had a specific brush design in mind I've been dreaming about: my forest brush friends. And here we go, 6 months later, and we're about to launch this fantasy forest brush set in 5 days. In this video, I just wanted to talk more about the launch, the brushes, and what I had in mind while designing these brushes. In this set, I've included 7 of my favorite brushes, which I use all the time to paint fantasy trees, leaves, foliage, forest floor litter, twigs and grass, and I wanted it to look like it stepped out of a forest, so of course it had to have green handles and gold text and gold recycled ferrules. One thing I really loved about collaborating with Craft Amo is that all the materials that they use to manufacture their brush sets is cruelty-free and recycled. So the brush hair is made from cruelty-free Taclon, and the handles and the ferrules are made from recycled materials. So that's a very fun fact about these brushes. And yeah, so I wanted to make them look like they stepped out of a forest, and to inspire the holder of these brushes to paint on black paper, which is why the gift box has my artwork on it. And there were so many options to choose from for which artwork to have on the cover, and I decided to finally go with my lucky moss dragon. The reason why I call this creature my lucky dragon is because whichever artwork I had it printed on in the past, that product sold out at conventions, even on my shop. So I consider it my lucky dragon, and I decided this is my first ever brush set, and so I decided to have it on the cover of the gift box. Another fun fact is, in the gift box it comes with an insert card and a print of the moss dragon on black paper. So if you'd like a print of the moss dragon, then getting this set would definitely be a good idea. And speaking of which, it'll be launching in 5 days on the 20th of July 2024. Some things to note about the launch is that I'll be going live during the time of the launch, just a few minutes before, and we're going to have a live launch party. And we're giving away a bunch of free gifts during the live. So we're going to start with a raffle for a signed print of my own original artwork, and there's also going to be a 5% discount for anybody who purchases the set during the live. And I'm also going to be giving away a free 30-minute tutorial to anybody who purchases the set during the live as well. So there's lots of free gifts up for grabs during the live. Also, another thing to keep in mind is the set is completely unique, one of a kind. There's no other set like this in the world. We put a lot of work into designing it and making sure it's of the best quality. And there's only a few hundred sets available to make it even more special. So hopefully it will sell out, and if you would like to grab your set before it does, then I highly recommend joining the mailing list. You can find the link to the mailing list in the bio, and that will ensure that you get notified immediately on the day of the launch, even 1 day before the launch. Just constant reminders that, hey, this brush is going to launch soon. You might want to grab yours before it sells out. Anyway, yeah, so these past few months I've been basically only painting with these brushes, and it's so satisfying. The brush hair is so soft and it holds paint so well. One of the common questions I get asked is this for only gouache? Is it only for, can it also hold other mediums? So the answer is it's designed primarily for gouache and watercolor mediums, but these brushes are such that they can hold acrylic and oil if you would like, though ideally they're best used for gouache and watercolor mediums. Another question I get asked is, will it be available in South Africa or like a specific country? The answer is yes. These brushes are available worldwide. That's one of the most amazing things about Craft Amo. They ship their brushes worldwide. Another common question is, how much will the set cost? So the original price is $65, but we'll be launching them at a special price of $60 for a limited time. And if you purchase the set during the live party on launch day, then you get an additional 5% discount, plus all the other free gifts during the live. So in all honesty, the live launch party on the 20th of July will be the best time to purchase the set as soon as you can, before it sells out. What sizes and brushes are in the set? So there are 7 brushes in total in the set, and the first one that was included in the set was a round brush size 10, which is my favorite one. This is because I love how I can create both incredibly detailed lines and thicker lines and even circular shapes with the same stroke just by altering the pressure with this brush. And it's the perfect brush, my go-to for painting quick leaf bunches with a really thin detail stem. And usually after this brush, I go in with even more detail using a smaller round brush, a size 0 or a size 2 brush. The size 2 is even more perfect for painting what I like to call forest floor litter. It's impressions of fallen leaves and twigs and grass changes, and so much more that happens on the ground of a forest that would take ages to paint otherwise. So for me, a good brush is a brush that an artist can use to create impressions of all these things that are not the focus of the painting, but they make it interesting to have included in an illustration. The next brushes that I included in the set were my flat brushes. I have a large one, a size 8, to cover a lot of surface area and block in bigger shapes, and a smaller one, a size 2, for blocking in thinner shapes like a twig or a branch or sticks. In the set, I also decided to include a teeny tiny rigger brush, a size 0, because I really enjoy painting rain with them and really thin strands of grass and dust particles in the air that are being lit up by direct sunlight. And lastly, I added an angle brush, size 0, and now the set felt complete. So I hope to see you on launch day on the 20th of July, and I hope you're as excited as I am about these brushes. Again, they're one of a kind, and if you want to grab your set, then please visit the link in the description of the video and sign up to the notification list if you want to get notified on the day.